There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand.
Okay guys, let's go ahead and get into this reading. The challenge of this week is make powerful requests. Our ability to manifest the things we desire is in direct proportion to how powerful and clearly we can state our requests. Some of us were taught that it's impolite to make direct requests, so instead of manipulate, drop subtle hints, dance around a subject, or expect those around us to read our minds. What time and effort we could save if we would just learn to ask for what we want. A powerful request is one that's clear and specific, and lets the listeners know exactly what you want and by what time you want it. It's not a demand, but an invitation to participate in your vision. Remember the words of Mahatma Gandhi: if you don't ask, you don't get. To turn our vision into reality, we must cultivate the art of making powerful requests. Okay, so your self-love assignment this week: acknowledge the areas in your life where you're able to make powerful requests. In what situations or relationships you are able to clearly ask for what you need. With your clients or co-workers, with your children or friends. Now notice the place where you're unable to ask for what you need and identify what stops you from making powerful requests. It is embarrassment, fear of rejection, lack of confidence. Allow yourself to see what belief, thought, or fear you would have to give up in order to clearly state your needs and desires. And finally, identify 2 powerful requests you could make this week that would move you in the direction of where you want to go. Okay. Alright, so your self-love challenge for this week is figure out what you want and see if you can ask for it. And if you can't ask for it, if you feel uncomfortable asking for what you want specifically, then see what your blockage is. Alright, 1 card please, Spirit, for Law of Attraction. Alright. Our very behavior adds to the planet's well-being. When you remember that nothing can come into our experience without the vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others adds to the balance and well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior that you do not approve of, and that you do not have to participate in the unwanted behavior and will not, unless you give attention to it. You become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. So in other words, this is saying to you, respect others as they are and how they choose, because they could be making a completely different request than you. And if you want other people to be able to honor your requests, then you have to be able to honor other people's requests the same for how they want their life to go. It's kind of like the saying, judge and you will be judged. Alright, let's see here. Deepening. We got a black cat here. Is that see butterflies? Okay. Once you're on Earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender that bring the peace of God. And that butterfly would mean transformation, new life. Alright, Spirit, 1 please. What do you want them to do this week, please, Spirit? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. Spirit wants you to face your shadow. I know it's backwards, I'm sorry. Face your shadow. So this could actually be when you make your request, whenever you figure out what it is that your blockage, that's actually going to be what your it's going to show you what your shadow is. So once you find your blockage, face it, and then once you face your deepest fears, there's nothing that can ever stop you after that. Okay, let's see here. And for our Native Spirit Oracle card for the week, please, Spirit one, just one. Eagle medicine. Okay. Profound connection to the Creator in the heavenly realms. As the eagle soars high above the earth, it has the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Courage and stamina are filling your life. You have the ferocity right now to right injustice and wrongs done to you or others. This is the time to face your fears and overcome it. The Native Spirit wants you to know, if the Eagle Medicine card has chosen you, you are at the advent of the opportunity to truly see from life in a rarefied vantage point. Eagles are considered one of the most sacred of all birds in many tribes and cultures. Their single-minded fierceness, dynamic energy, and ability to soar above are part of the reasons for this. This card reminds you to take heart and face fear. There we go. There's facing your challenges and your fears again. You do indeed have the strength to overcome any adversity. You also have direct lines to the Creator. Your prayers are heard and will be answered in accordance with the highest good. You have the capacity to channel extraordinary life force energy through your hands. Okay. This is telling you for the journey. Go on an inner journey and imagine that you're an eagle. Feel the power of your wings and the clarity of your eyesight and the power of your talons. As you do this, be aware of the energy of the majestic eagle filling you. Okay, so in the spirit animals, when you learn about spirit animals, they actually teach you, and actually some scientists are trying to actually take on the actions of the spirit animals, their selves. Like, they're learning that, say, okay, for example, if a human eats what a rabbit does, a rabbit eats a lot of greens and a lot of stuff like that, it actually keeps the rabbit in really good health, and it gives them the speed and the ability to get around really quickly. And if we as humans eat real healthily and eat of the ground and the greens, we become slim and we become a little bit faster and healthier and are able to get around better. Than if we eat like literal pigs. Like, I'm not saying that we're pigs, I'm just saying that if we eat anything like the slop or the meat, or we literally eat anything, then we're going to take on the form of the pig, which is heavier, and tired and sleeps a lot and eats anything that comes into its grasp or in its area. But like, if you study the animals, you can actually study how you will be if you act in the same manner. And so this is telling you to imagine that you are the eagle and you're able to see things from a higher perspective and from a different viewpoint and feel how strong you are. You want. This time it's time for us to actually ask for it, because I know a lot of people are really afraid to ask for what they want. A lot of people do struggle with asking for what they want. A lot of people feel like they don't deserve what they're asking for. But this is Spirit wanting to show you that you do deserve everything, especially with the spirit of the eagle here. Okay, they know what they want. They see what they see from high up above what it is that they want, and they are able to swoop down from high altitudes extremely fast and just take it with their talons. If they see something and they want it, they just go for it and they take it. So that needs to be us. You know, when we want a certain job, or when we want to grow spiritually, or when we want, you know, something that's good and healthy for us, when we can see it from a higher viewpoint and we know that it is good for us and it's not going to harm us, then go after it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You get told no? Who cares? I mean, people get told no all the time. You gotta not be afraid to hear the word no. Or you gotta not be afraid that other people are gonna get mad at your vision. So that's why it's telling you, you know, allow other people to have their vision and you have your own. And if they don't fit your life path, then move on. Alright, that's all I got for you. Alright guys, bye bye.
Stay, even for a moment, that's okay. Even if the sky is turning gray, ooh.